this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver, good morning, Polly Reindeer, and good morning, Fizzy Elephant, who has spotted a cake, a wild cake. I never realised how much the cake looks like a face. You see, it's got like two eyes and a nose, and there's the mouth. And there's the pimple on the forehead, which I want to squeeze. Look at the theatre. Doesn't it look nice in the morning sunlight? I think this is the time it looks best, when the sun is rising and it's all... Oh, no, it's going behind shade. I think it's getting shaded from my big building. But yeah, I am happy with all of the renovations that we did to the theatre. I'm trying to think... actually, I'll have a little peek inside the theatre. I can't remember if I changed much since we finished building it in the last episode, but I think we basically got it all done. But anyway, let me go and eat my pimply face cake. Nom 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 nom. Very tasty. Let's go up to the loft, and I can go and grab Barnaby. I will drop him off at the doghouse shortly, and then I am going to add someone to my love garden, and I'm excited about this one because I am adding them from a video that they've made. So it means I get to share a little clip of it, and you won't want to miss this one because this one is this one's really cool. This one this literally made my day when I saw this video. So the person I'm adding to my love garden is Tom Lowe, and that is for this rap that he did basically about like all of my lovely world videos and the story so far, and it's just so good. Just the song is awesome. I just listened to the song anyway. There's a little cameo from me which I was unaware of, so I won't show too much of it now. You're gonna have to listen to it for yourself, and it is linked down in the description. So thank you so much for spending the time doing this, Tom, and welcome to my love garden. Let's, as I said, go and have a little peek inside the theatre. Even if it hasn't changed, we can just have a little celebration and a pat on our back for the good work that we did. So yeah, this is the new view of it. You kind of need to go up to like the side to kind of see fully what it's like. We've got the bigger dome on the top as well, and then through here it all just looks so much nicer. Like, I know I did the comparison in the last episode from what it was like, but just opening this all up, I think this looks so much nicer. Oh yeah, I broke away all of the floor here, so it's all like completely open now and like double height ceilings. I think it looks good, and I know we built it ourselves, but I still think it's okay, and it does look good. Right then, we got a journey to go on because I was going to say we're going to the Funland. We're not going to the Funland. We're going behind the Funland because I don't have a Funland anymore because Hit the Target took over it. But we can still build next to the Funland, and that's what we're going to be doing today. In the past, I've been using the Elytra to fly over to where we need to build, but then the dogs wouldn't teleport, and then I'd feel bad. So we're going to take the long road. we're gonna walk there ourselves, but it will give me time to explain what we're building. So Benton, you came recently. Sherbert, I think you've come recently. Fluffy, I feel like you have not joined us in a little while. I may be wrong. I'm not very good at keeping track of it, but Fluffy, you can join us today. And tell you what, rather than just running, we'll use the boat. I don't know whether the boat is really any faster considering where we have to build, but maybe it's a little bit quicker. So right then, let me explain what we're doing. So for ages, you may remember, I've had a dungeon at the back of the Funland with a skeleton spawner, and I've been trying to come up with a good mini game to make the most of the skeleton spawner, and I think I've finally done it. So we're not actually directly incorporating the spawner into the game, but basically we're going to be using skeletons, and we can use the spawner as an endless supply of skeletons. And then also it does mean that if we ever want to do another game where we need skeletons, we can just build it on the other side of the spawner. So the way the game's going to work is there's going to be basically two rooms with openings on either side that the players can't fit through, but the skeletons can fit through because they will be on minecarts. Guys, I'm coming up behind you. I have space for one more in this boat if anyone wants a lift and doesn't fancy swimming. Anyway, has Fluffy managed to follow? Oh, I don't know if I've gone too fast for Fluffy because I was going over water. I don't know if there was anywhere for them to teleport to. I'm sorry, Fizzy. I know I told you I was giving you a lift. You've gotten the boat, and I'm now taking you the opposite direction. Oh, there's Fluffy. Look, Fluffy, teleport here. Fluffy, look, over here. Why? Come on, Fluffy. Come on. Actually, Fizzy, is it okay if I give Fluffy a lift? Because they really... Yeah, I'm sorry, Fizzy. I've just really taken you far away from where you were and just left you. But there's only room for two. Bye, Fizzy. Take the submarine. We'll see you there in the submarine. Go in there. Right, we'll start again. So yeah, there's going to be two rooms. You can't go through the rooms, but the skeleton can. So you need to be nudging the skeleton to the other side's room, because obviously you don't want the skeleton in your room, because the whole time they're in your room, they're going to be shooting you. And it's basically who can survive the longest. So basically, if the skeleton's on your side, it's going to be shooting you, but you need to push the skeleton through to the other side. But of course, the danger is while you're pushing the skeleton, it can also be damaging you then. So you've got to kind of choose, when do you want to push the skeleton. Maybe if the skeleton's got a bit of momentum, you could leave it, and so it might just kind of drift to the other person's side anyway as a strategy. I don't know what the strategy's going to be. We haven't got that far yet. We haven't even built the game. Let me make sure I'm definitely not going to hit Fluffy. Oh, I hate doing this. Oh, that was scary. Okay, we're good, Fluffy. We're good. Right, now keep up. That's basically the way the game's going to work. One other little twist is that there's also going to be target blocks on both sides, and if this skeleton shoots the target block, which is something that you can kind of force it to do, because you can kind of stand in front of the target block and then like dodge. If it shoots it, it will then on the other side of the target block there will be dispensers that will fire out poison potions. And obviously poison potions, they can't kill you, but they can take you down so you have basically no health, and then one more skeleton would kill you. So you could decide, I just want to push a skeleton back as soon as it comes. I want to stand near the doorway to block it so they can't get through to my side. I want to just try and make sure that I keep the skeleton on my side, but the skeleton will shoot the target block, so I poison them, and then I push the skeletons. I think there's going to be a few different strategies that you can employ, but basically it's going to be who can survive the longest. So we might have to do a little bit of testing to see, should we be wearing armor or not? Should we be allowed like one healing potion each? I don't know. We'll see how long the game lasts. It's going to be one that we need to do some experimenting. And this is where we're building. Unfortunately, we do need to get rid of the protest about raisins in food, which Fizzy started here. Actually, you know what? He's not here yet. So if I get rid of it now, and could someone do me a favor? Could someone put? Oh no! Oh no! You can hear me. We've got to build. You can do it, Fizzy. You can do. I won't do it because I don't want to be as if I'm silencing your voice. But I will say, Since your protest, I have not put raisins in any food. Your protest was a success, and you have made a social change, and now we can move on, and maybe we could protest something else a little bit later on, just because we need to build here, because the dungeon is literally right next to here, so we can't really do it somewhere else. Oh yeah, Polly, if you put down that chest that I broke, just put it just somewhere outside of here, just so we can dump all of that stuff in, because otherwise that's going to get really annoying. So yeah, look, the dungeon is literally right here, and I think we got a torch on the spawner. Yeah, there's a torch on the spawner, so nothing's going to be spawning in now, so we won't worry about it for today, but we are going to have to work out a way to get those skeletons out and then put them in the game. If you use a name tag on them, they shouldn't despawn, but they are going to be like riding around in minecarts, banging into each other and shooting arrows. So there is a chance that the skeletons may accidentally shoot themselves, which within the game would be quite fun, because there'd always be at least one left, so it'd be fine. But we do need an endless supply of skeletons, just in case. But this does mean if you are in your own survival world and you don't have a skeleton spawner and you want to do this game, you can just wait for like some skeletons to spawn at night, and then like put name tags on them, and you can just build this game yourself. So it is possible to be done without the skeleton spawner, but the skeleton spawner is just going to make it a whole load easier. So basically this is going to be all broken down. We're going to be building out of concrete today, mainly white and the grey concrete. And we're going to be doing it all in like the style of skeletons, if that makes sense. So this first bit needs to go 13 blocks along. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then the next one should be 13 as well. I'm going to count it out just to make sure that I got my dimensions right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. That's good. I don't know what I've done if that wasn't right, because it means this whole space would have been wrong, but oh well. So yeah, it's going to be white on this side, dark concrete on the other side, and then in the middle here, there's going to be two big walls, which are going to be just blocking the areas from each other, so you won't be able to see into each other's side, and the skeletons won't be able to shoot at each other's sides either. So yeah, help us. If you just start doing the floor, and then maybe some of the walls as well. There's going to be walls around the outside that are going to be 2 blocks high, and the height is important because obviously there's going to be skeletons just permanently living in this game, so we need to make sure they're blocked off, so every time someone walks past the game, they don't end up getting shot by a skeleton. It's going to be something that's going to be very important. So yeah, this is where the the walls are going to be, and these are going to be 9 blocks high. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then these are going to be up here like this. And then what we're going to do, which I think is quite cool, is we're going to do skeleton faces, kind of like realistic, well, Minecraft realistic skeleton faces on each side here, but then we're going to do like the inverse. So on this side it's going to be like a normal skeleton. It's going to be white with like the dark grey, but then like the other side's going to be like the opposite. Like if you imagine like a film, like it's like the negative version of it. So like what is light is dark and what is dark is light. Well, yeah, we're going to do that on the other side just to mark the other one. And I think it just looks quite cool, like seeing it in like the reverse for the way that it normally is. And you know what I'm going to do now, because the skeletons aren't meant to be here yet, is I'm going to add some torches. So there's going to be a torch in the middle of each of these sides here. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. That looks about right. Going to be a torch there. And does that line up? I think that looks about right. And then I guess we'll do one on the middle here as well. Then let's go do this on the other side. Let's just go and get that done first. And oh yeah, then there's going to be 2 doorways on either side. So let's just say they'll be on this side, just because this is the side I want to break in on. Then there's going to be a torch there. There. God, it's not lining it up very much, is it? It's amazing how much darker it seems on the side with like the grey rather than the white. Like it shouldn't be different in terms of how much light there is, but it's for some reason just so much darker on this side. I'm going to go back to this side because it looks a little bit lighter. So yeah, let's go get the rest of this wall done. Then I can do the first skeleton face. And show you how that's going to be. And then, yeah, then I'll be able to add the minecart track in. It's going to be very... Oh, is that a creeper? Oh, no, it's just a tiny skeleton. It's just a tiny skeleton. And oh, here's another skeleton. You will not like this game. I think this is the new protest. the skeletons are protesting the game that we're building here. Forget protesting raisins and food. They're protesting this. I just realized that there's probably a bunch of you that have no idea what the protesting raisins and food was. I think, wasn't it from like there was like a cookie, and instead of a chocolate chip cookie it was like a raisin cookie, and then Fizzy was like hugely offended by it. And you know what, I actually agree with it, because I like raisins and I like chocolate. I never like chocolate raisin stuff. I just don't like the texture. I just don't like it when it's like the harder chocolate and then the gooey inside. And what I think it was from Revels. I don't know how many of you know what Revels are, if that's like an international thing. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But basically it's just like a bunch of chocolate with like random different stuff inside, like Maltesers or like orange coffee flavored, which is actually not that bad. I know some people will be like, yuck, but I don't mind it. But yeah, then there was always a raisin one, and it would always be like, not horrible, but it would always be like shocking when I'd end up getting a raisin one. And I think since then, like since I had that, it's kind of put me off having like any like raisins and food. Anyway, that was a bit of a big weird detour. So right, let me let me build how the bottom bit's going to be first. So these openings are going to be the doorways that the skeletons will fit through, but we won't. And the way I'm going to block that off is I'm just going to put some half slabs on the top. Tell you what, I won't now, just because it'll be easier for us to go in and out. But that's what will be there. And then we're going to have some, as I said, some target blocks and some dispensers as well. So I just need a gap from the doorway. So it's going to be either like a dispenser or target blocks on either side here. So that basically there's going to be no redstone. It's literally going to be just the item. So target blocks here and here, and then dispenser here and here. And then the same on the other side means that as the skeleton shoots, because the skeletons haven't got very good aim, especially when they're in minecart. So they sometimes hit the top target block and sometimes the bottom one. And so this way it should cover them. So no matter where they hit, it's going to fire out a potion. And it's not 100% guaranteed that you'll get hit every time they fire one out. But if you're in like this general area, which is probably where you would end up being like when you're playing the game, there's a pretty good chance you're going to end up getting hit. All right, let's throw down another torch. Let's place it down here just to light this up. And then let me do the skeleton faces. This is the part that I've been looking most forward to. So I need to leave a gap here. And I go long here. So it's going to be intentionally slightly wider than the normal skeleton faces, just because I think it looks quite like goofy and funny. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be the one which is going to look basically like a normal skeleton, at least in terms of the colors. So that's the mouth. That's the long mouth there. And they got really like squished together faces. So the nose is going to be right underneath it along here like that. And then the eyes are going to be there and there like that, and then these are going to be the same color as the mouth. If I just jump up, I can do that. There we go. Didn't need to build up at all. So there we go. So that is basically standard skeleton face as you normally see it, but I've just made it all a little bit wider just because it's funnier. So, and also because I've got like an exact middle, and normally I think it's 2 blocks wide, like it would all look kind of wonky. And so between wonky and stretched, I decided stretch because I thought it looked a little bit funnier. But yeah, this is the cool one because this is the one where it's going to be like the opposite colors. So what I think I might do is I'm just going to dig out everywhere where there are going to be blocks, and then I can just go and place them all in. So there we go. It kind of looks like the face anyway. Oh, that's quite cool. It's kind of done the face anyway, just from the blocks that are on the other side. But yeah, so now the mouth needs to be white along here. The grey, because it's kind of exactly in the middle, that can just stay grey anyway. But then the eyes are going to be white there, and there as well. So there we go. That's like, oh no! How did we need to add door? Oh, I haven't got any iron to add doors in. Oh dear, tell you, I might just block this off with dirt for now. To be fair, as far as creeper explosions went, that could have been a whole lot worse than it was. I think we've lost a target block. I think that's the only like bad block that we have outright lost, because the dispenser just got dropped. And I definitely need to spread around some more torches around here to light the place up. So if I throw down some torches, I don't know if my help has got any. If you want to light the place up as much as you can, that would be a very big help. And while they do that, I am going to add the minecart in. So I thought that was a creeper. It's just your trousers. I'm sorry, I thought your trousers were a creeper. I'm just so on edge now. It's when it's in the dark. Everything just looks scary. So yeah, this minecart track is basically going to just loop the whole way around the outside here. There's going to be one power rail, which is going to be at the very back. And that's going to serve 2 purposes. One, the obvious purpose. It means that if the skeleton reaches around to there, it will just get a boost, which just means that like it will get a little bit of a speed boost, making it easier to push back to the other person's side. Also, if we have the power rails turned off, it means that it will be like a place where the skeletons will stay before we start the game, and then that way like they'll always be like in the exact same position, because if we just left them roaming around bouncing when we went to start the game, it would be like they could be like both on one side or whatever. No, I wasn't saying your trousers were a creeper. No, your trousers aren't like a shape-shifting creeper. I was just saying in the dark when I got a glimpse of them, I thought you were a creeper. I'm not saying your trousers were a creeper, Fizzy. It's fine. Your trousers are not a creeper. It's absolutely fine. Look, I'll pick them up. See, they're not even blowing me up. See, all friendly trousers. They're friendly trousers. Fizzy, they're friendly trousers. Fizzy. It's fine. They're friendly trousers. Oh dear. I don't know. I put this in this is meant to be in the middle. I think I put the torch in the wrong place, and then therefore put that in the wrong place. So yeah, this is meant to be in the middle here like that. Obviously, it's not lit yet. But that's okay. I'll light it up in a second. Then let's go down to this side. So this should be in the middle. That looks about the middle there. And I'll put this down here like that. And where's the door? I think the doorways were going to be on this side, weren't they? And it's about coming day. Let me just do a little quick creeper check. Fluffy, you can come join us. I don't feel bad about leaving you outside, seeing as we had creepers blowing up on the inside, but it's becoming day, so we should be okay. I don't want to jinx it. I'm saying we should be okay, but I don't want to be all complacent. I'm trying to still keep an eye out just to make sure. So where is it? It should be here. So if I do that lever there and switch it on, there we go. There's that power rail powered up. And then if I go do the other side. So yeah, when we start the game, these will both be switched off. I just turn them on for now, just to make sure it's all lined up. Yep, it is. And then you'd switch them on. Then you'll go into the game, say 3, 2, 1, go. We'd all run in, and then you'll just push the first minecart, which would start sending around the sending around the skeleton. So I got a few poison potions just to show you. So I'm just going to basically fill up all of these dispensers with poison potions. The skeletons aren't going to shoot these target blocks loads, I'll be honest, so we don't need to worry about like filling them up too much. But basically it would mean that, actually no, full Fluffy, don't stand on the side with those, just in case there is a stray arrow or something and the poison potion gets set off. But yeah, this is basically the game done. So let's go and step back and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. The roof is important. When I was first designing this in my sketchbook world, I did it without a roof. And then I realized that as soon as it became day, all of the skeletons burnt. And normally that would be a good thing. But yeah, with this game, we need the skeletons to be alive. So, oh yeah, thank you for putting the doors in. So yeah, basically there'll just be trapdoors here. Once again, obviously, just to make sure that no other googlies join in the game when we're playing it. So in the next episode, even though the game's almost done, we still got some work to do because we need to get the skeletons out of here and into there. We need to come up with names because we need to name them with name tags, but we don't want to get too attached because there is a good chance these skeletons will die during the game. But that might sound mean, but to be fair, we will also die during the game because that is the only way to win is to have the other team take it out. Yeah, so we need to do that, and then also we need to do a bit of a tester game to work out the balancing. Maybe come here with a few different bits of armor just to see how long you can survive before we do the tournament. No, guys, they're friendly trousers. They're not. Everyone's completely misunderstanding me. I wasn't saying that they were a creeper. I got a glimpse of them, and for just a moment, for a fraction of a second, I thought they were a creeper, but they weren't actually a creeper. Let me write it down. Friendly. Oh no, I need to write friendly creeper. Friendly trousers. I don't know if that. I probably spelled trousers wrong. Friendly trousers. No, not a creeper. They're friendly. They're not going to hurt you. I promise you, they're friendly. They're the friendliest trousers I've ever seen. Oh dear. Anyway, that is the end of this episode here. Oh, look, there's a frog. In the next episode, as I said, we're going to be finishing up this game. I need to come up with a name for the game as well. As always, I can never think of a name straight away, so I'll have a little time thinking about that. But apart from that, that is the end of this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!